Hello guys, this is Sandra here. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. It's lovely to have you here and I hope you're gonna enjoy your time. Today we have another project and update, and this time it's the Partners in Cream, which was started by Steph and Dalian. If you haven't seen it before, I will link them both down below. Also, I will link the playlist that contains everyone and the spreadsheet if you want to follow it along. And what else do we need to know? So we work on 3 to 6 cream products, as the name suggests, and I'm working on 6 because I don't know, I like to make my life hard. So far I managed to roll out 1 product, which was the Becca setting spray, and I rolled something else in, and I think that's all you have to know about the intro. And yeah, let's hop into it because it's like, what is the time? I don't even have my watch anymore and I was looking at my wrist. It's like 10 o'clock or 10:15, so I need to get it going on. So the first product I've been working on a while now is the Becca Zero Pigment Foundation. I mean, I've been working on it since the beginning of the year, since this project started. And I feel like I'm making good progress. It's getting emptier and emptier, but I think it's really hard for you to see because it's a see-through product. So I will show you as best as I can, really. I'm not too sure how much longer I will need. I would say at least another 2 months, maybe 3. So hopefully I can roll this out soon. I'm not too sure. We'll see. I'm hoping I can roll this out soon, but let's move on. Next up we have the Charlotte Tilbury Brow Lift in the shade Naomi. I think she still does these. I mentioned it in a previous video, but I think the packaging might have changed. Either way, this is what I have in my brows today. Now, I've put this makeup on at like 7 in the morning, so I did touch it up a little bit before we started, but the lights are horrible, so don't judge it too harshly. But I use this quite often, maybe not every day, but I would say like 80% of the time when I do my brows. And I have to say, it's moving a lot slower than I anticipated it for some reason. I'm not sure why, but at least at this time I could make a progress line, because last month I had no progress line on this. I'm not sure why. Did I mark it wrong? Did I not use it enough? I'm not sure, but either way, I'm happy that I could, you know, at least mark it this time. Now, I think it will still take me ages, quite possibly the rest of the year, if not longer, to finish this pencil, which is really discouraging. I never realized before how long it takes to use up an eyebrow pencil, which to be fair I should have known, because whenever it comes to eyeliners and lip liners, my progress is painstakingly slow. So I'm not sure why I'm surprised, but I'm surprised I'm surprised nonetheless how long this is taking me. So, you know, be prepared to see this. Oh my god, that lid, a lot longer. That's one thing though, the lid on one side. The other side is not too bad, but these lids are not the most secure things, as you could see. I'm gonna move on to the 2 products that are quite boring, and then we can move on to some exciting updates. Hint, hint. So, first up we have the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue. And that's where we started in the beginning of the project. My lines are fading, I should probably redraw them. But that's where we started. We went all the way down there, and last month I told you that I couldn't show you a progress because it's literally right at the bottom. Camera, thank you. Why am I dropping stuff? I shouldn't film this late. But I told you that I cannot make a new mark on this because there's so little left in there, and that little is still in there. Now, admittedly, I haven't used it as often as I did before, so I think if I really focus on this next month, hopefully I can roll it out, but because there's so little left in there, unfortunately I cannot really show you. And another product that's really irritating me at the moment is this one. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Contour Wand. And I did tell you last time that the makeup gods must have some sort of beef with me, because the sponge of this came off and it's really hard to use. So I can't really draw a new mark. I couldn't last month either. I can show you where we started. So we started all the way up there, and now I must be at the bottom somewhere. There's not an awful lot of product left. As you can see, it's really thin, but because there's no sponge, it's so much harder to use. So what I do at the moment is that I open it, I press a little bit out and use this little plastic bit at the end, almost like a tray, and then carefully dip my brush in there and then go on my face. So, you know, it's a bit more painful to use than it was before, so I don't enjoy it as much. Now the product itself is still really nice, but I feel part of what makes these Charlotte Tilbury products so nice to use is the little sponge applicator. So, you know, it is something I would repurchase eventually, but I don't know what happened to the sponge. I never heard anyone saying that they lost it. I pulled mine off accidentally as I was trying to clean it, so that's annoying. I'm not sure exactly how long it's going to take me because it is fairly pigmented. While it blends out nicely, it is fairly pigmented. So, you know, I can't really, and I don't really want to overdo it either. So, we'll see. We'll see. And then now we're going to move on to the exciting update. So, if you've been around for a while now, I'm just making sure I'm lifting up the right one. Yes. Am I? No, I'm not. If you've been around for a while now, you know I've been working on this product for a while, and it's the Becca Aqualuminous Concealer in the shade Fair, I believe. So it was the second lightest shade. Now we all know Becca is not a brand anymore, so if you know any concealer that's a good dupe, whether it's high-end or drugstore, for the Aqualuminous Concealer, please let me know, because I love this formula. And I've been working on it to finish it because, well, I had it for a long time. The smell is getting a bit funky, and it does not look like I finished it, but trust me, I took the stopper out, and now when I'm getting product out, while I can still get concealer out, it's really goopy. I'm not sure you will be able to see it on the wand. Do you see how chunky and goopy that is? So I don't really feel comfortable putting that around my eye, so I deemed it finished. And to be fair, like, you know, it is pretty done, so I'm quite happy with that. It doesn't look much more finished than the previous months, but I did use it a few more times, and then, yeah, it just became goopy, so I'm not going to do this anymore, so I'm going to roll something else in. I'm so excited. And then the good news don't end there. I also finished something else, and this is my primer potion from Urban Decay. Now, this, again, makeup gods, what have I done? I don't know, but you might have noted that I've lost the little applicator on the end of it. How? I don't know. Did it dissolve in there? I don't want to know. But I finished it either way. Like, there's not enough coming out now to put it on my eyes. And I'm so happy that I finished it. I have quite a lot of eyeshadow primers, but let me tell you, I repurchased this already yesterday because, or the day before, because I cannot live without this. So I tried my P. Louise base, both the colourful ones and the just the skin toned one. They are the worst. They don't keep on my eyeshadow at all. Like, I have quite long work days, so, you know, if I put my eyeshadow on at 7 in the morning, at 7 in the afternoon, I still need it to look just as good, and this is the only thing that does it. The closest dupe I found to it is the NYX HD eyeshadow primer, which is pretty good. Apart from that, all my other eyeshadow primers, again, the P. Louise one, even the Urban Decay shimmery one called Sin, even that one is not quite as good. It's better, but it's not as good as this one, so I have repurchased it. But yeah, leave me some eyeshadow primer, you know, options down below, because I would love to know if there's anything else out there that's just as good. But now, drum roll, I'm gonna roll 2 new things in. This is why I shouldn't film this late. Either way, instead of the Becca Aqualuminous Concealer in Fair, we're gonna roll the same thing in Porcelain. Now, again, with this one, there's not a lot left in there. Like you can see, there are a few scrapes across it, so you can kind of see through the packaging. Now, there's still plenty coming out. I mean, again, this is getting old, so, you know, I probably shouldn't use it anymore anyway, but I do because I'm obsessed and I don't want to let it go. So I'm gonna finish that. I don't think it should take me more than a few months tops. And then something else I'm going to roll in is the Bobbi Brown Skin Foundation in the shade Warm Ivory. Now, if you didn't know, up until recently I did work for Bobbi Brown, so even though they're not a cruelty-free brand, obviously because I did work for them, I have quite a few products that I kind of kept in like a little work bag that I didn't count as part of my collection, but now that I don't work for them, I moved it into my personal collection, and I have to say I love their products. My only issue with the company is that they're not cruelty free. Either way, from this foundation I don't have a lot left. I have a marking there so you can see I'm there. There's really not a lot left. If you're looking for a good cruelty free option for this though, the Smashbox Studio Finish Hydrating Foundation, I think it's called, or something like that. Love it. Even the bottle is really similar to this, and the formula is really similar. The color range is just as good as Bobbi Brown. They are sister companies, so you know, if you're looking for something similar that's cruelty free, go for that one. It's amazing. But I don't have a lot left of this. I have a lot of foundations, so I will just use this up. And I did mention it before that I love mixing my Smashbox foundation with the Complexion Rescue, and I'm gonna do the same with the Bobbi Brown. I'm sorry, there's a hair there and I have a really itchy nose. So I can use these two together. I don't think this should take me long because now every time I pump it gets a bit squirty, so you know, that's always a sure sign that your foundation is coming to an end. And that's it. That's my update. So, you know, I'm quite happy that I got to roll out 2 products and I finished up 2 products. That's a big thing for a beauty junkie like me when you finish products, and that's why I love project penning. Either way, everything from this project that you need to know will be linked down below. And I hope to see you in my next one. Don't forget to check out the others as well. And if you're working in this project, then let me know how you're getting on. I will try to watch as many videos as possible. But for now, I'm gonna go. I hope you have a lovely day, and I hope to see you in my next video. Please consider giving this a like and subscribing. It would mean so much to me. But I really am gonna go because I said it like 10 times. It's too late. Bye bye.